What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about helmets and face protection. What's going on, guys? Snake here again. Face protection has become a thing where a lot of fields actually require it. I know when we started playing, 16 was the legal age limit for face protection. You had to have full face protection. After that point, you could actually just wear goggles alone. You didn't have to have lower face protection. I hated face protection. I hated wearing the full face mask. When I turned 16, the very first thing I did was I actually found some of these Condor multi-wraps. These things are actually really great. They come in a bunch of different colors. I've got both the green and the tan because I don't go with just the camouflage. These are really great. They actually wick away a lot of the sweat from your face. Even when you've got a beard, they're going to wick away a lot of that sweat, and they're going to help keep your face cool, as well as they're thin enough that you can breathe through them. They're not too hot like a baklava. As far as iPro, every field's a little bit different. Some fields you can wear just a standard shooting glass style. A lot of places, I know our local fields here actually require a full seal. If you're going to wear a sunglass style, it has to be full seal on the backside. Typically, I'm running the ESS iPro with the full seal. It just solves the problems. They actually do a really good job of not fogging up. They're pretty readily available at most Army surplus stores for right around the $30-$40 mark max. When we're talking headgear, a lot of people think you always have to wear a helmet. That's not always the case. I know a lot of the games I go out there and I'll actually run just my hat typically, or I've been known to run a Boonie hat. Most of the time, Nasty is your big Boonie hat guy, always running a Boonie hat or just a ball cap. Not generally ever a helmet, though the hat and the Boonie cap lack one thing, and that is a good point to be able to attach a camera if you're looking at doing some type of video recording of your gameplay. There's a lot of different mounting options for them. Personally, on my helmet, I run the GoPro on my Rhino arm mount. I've actually got a GoPro camera mount that I put on here whenever I'm not running just my night vision arm. And no, I don't have night vision, but a helmet does not look near as good without the Rhino arm. So if you want to dress up your helmet, make it look a little bit more Gucci, you can throw a Rhino arm on there and it'll add at least 10 points. But I run the GoPro mount on my helmet, needless to say. It works really good. I can take it on and off if I want to record, if I don't want to record. Also, I can run my cord through the back where I can keep my spare battery that's going to power my GoPro. There's a lot of different helmets out there that you can get. This is the Maritime from FMA, or Lancer Tactical knockoff of the FMA Maritime helmet. If you want a more in-depth review or talk about this helmet, check it out. There's actually a review. I'll post a link of it in the description down below. As far as helmets, like I said, there's a ton of different options out there that can afford you the same necessities as that Maritime helmet does. This right here is just your standard Mitch. This is actually a real steel Mitch ACH. You can pick them up for right around 125 bucks. Not too bad. But you got the night vision mount on there, so you can mount your GoPro if you want to. You can buy yourself some Velcro from Walmart, the industrial style. I just put it on there, painted the helmet, changes the color of it a little bit. Works out just fine. I can put all the same accessories on this and go back and forth between the two, other than mounting my actual ear pro on it. That's the only downside. I will tell you, if you're going to take your ear pro off and mount it onto your helmet, you can't exactly take it off your helmet and put it back on your head when you're just wearing a hat or something along those lines. But overall, the ACH is a good helmet to pick up to start out with, or even if you're just going for a certain kit, an impression look, if you want to say. It's a great helmet. If you go with the real steel, it's definitely pretty heavy, so keep that in mind. Something that's going to strain on your neck all day. The FMA Maritime pretty light helmet. If you want to hit them with that old school, just because it's the old steel pot, man. It doesn't get any more classic than this. The greatest generation. Everybody looks at this helmet, just the profile. Somebody showed you the profile of this helmet. It just screams World War II. I think having one of these helmets is really cool. I've had this one now for quite a few years. To me now, it's more of an office setting or a background display, or if I ever were to recreate another World War II loadout like I've had in the past. But with that being said, there's a lot of things you can do with this helmet, even if you were trying to use it out there right now. If you want to go pick one of these up, you can pick one of these up for probably right around 15 bucks. Still going to offer your head good bump protection. Still going to offer your head good protection from BB hits. You can still find netting that you can put over it, in which case you can use this to camouflage the helmet. You can stuck leaves, twigs, whatever you want inside of there. It's got the chin strap so it'll stay secured to your head. It's still big enough that you could fit a Frogman headset underneath of it. it's still a very useful helmet for what we're looking to do with it. One more thing about this Boonie that I would like to touch on. The Boonie Cap is probably one of the most underrated pieces of headgear that is out there. It offers sun protection all the way around your head. I don't know about you guys. We're in Kansas, and where we play isn't always the thickest woods. There's a lot of open field play with some cover that you can run to. That leads to some fantastic sunburns on the back of your neck if you don't have the proper coverage, because real men don't wear sunscreen. So the Boonie hat's going to offer you that protection. Plus, on top of that, you've got these nice fancy holes that are actually intended for being able to add some more of your local vegetation inside of it, so that way you can actually stuff some leaves, some twigs, some whatever in there to help kind of break up your outline. The Boonie Cap does a great job of breaking up your outline, which I don't know if you guys know, but that's the whole point of camouflage. Break up your outline, make it look like it's not a human shape, that it's something out there that's natural. This is the way to go. Face protection is a vital thing. I have seen people lose teeth out on the field. If you're really worried about it, face protection is a big thing that you could pick up for a fairly cheap price. You can get the mesh mask from One Tigress for right around $20 off of Amazon. You can also probably pick them up at your local store. I know I've seen the mesh masks here for right around $20 max. Another thing that I actually didn't know about, and I've been playing Airsoft for a long time, is a lot of fields are starting to require ear protection now as well. So either some type of MSAs or ComTacs that are going to cover your ears, some type of headgear that you've got. Maybe it's just the Walker hearing protection set, whatever you've got, or that mesh mask that comes up around and actually envelopes your ears as well to keep those protected. Some fields are requiring them. So I encourage you, if you're starting out in Airsoft and you're not sure what you need to get, you're trying to decide on what face mask, look into your local field's rules and find out. That way you're not wasting money on buying a mesh mask without ear protection that you're going to end up needing. But again, if you're looking at going the non-mesh mask route, I would highly suggest getting some type of face wrap to at least protect you a little bit from those impacts. I've been shot in the face plenty of times. These things actually came in clutch and have saved my face and kept me from looking more hideous than I already do. Even the thinnest material can really be important. A baklava, not only does a baklava add 20% to your scary effect, 10% to your coolness factor, and 100% make a Russian loadout, it also protects your face. If you don't like to have material directly close up to your face, but you still want some type of protection, again, for a cheap price, you can pick up a Shemagh. Shemaghs, they've been used for, it's probably easy to say hundreds of years at this point. They work. They work for everything. You can make it a hat. You can make it a scarf. You can make it a face wrap. You can make it a baklava. You can tie up wounds. You can do everything with a Shemagh. Whoever invented this clearly made millions. You can soak this thing in water on a hot day when you're out there playing. Soak it in water, wring it out so it's just damp. Put it around your neck. It's going to help keep you cool. It's going to lower your body temperature as the air flows by it. Shemaghs are irreplaceable. They're something that if you're an Airsofter, you should have. They work great for indoor. You can pair a Shemagh with a face mask. You can pair a Condor wrap with a mesh face mask. You can, there's lots of things out there you can do. What I'm saying is if you don't have a mesh mask, there's ways to get face protection. If you don't have a helmet, it's fine. You can wear a Boonie. You can wear a ball cap. If you don't have a ball cap and all you got is a World War II helmet, you can wear a World War II helmet. If all you can get is an ACH Mitch, that's all you can get. If you want to be a real man's man and wear a Gucci'd out helmet, I mean, who am I to judge, you know? I mean, it's just money. I don't know. It's just money. With that being said, the most important part of this whole thing is eye protection. If you don't have eye protection, you're missing the most key part of an Airsoft loadout that you need, because you can't go play anywhere without the proper eye protection. So make sure, again, that you're looking up your local field's rules. You're finding out what you need. If you're going to play somewhere, don't be that guy. Look up their rules, show up, have the proper gear, be ready to play, have the stuff that's going to make you benefit, have the stuff that's going to give you the edge over your opponent, have the stuff that's going to allow you to record your games, have the stuff to be able to go out there and have fun. That's the main goal here. But again, on the fast line, it really means a lot to us that you guys are tuning in and watching these. I hope the content we're bringing to you is really helping you guys learn something new, giving you a chance to try to decide to change up something, giving you the opportunity to look at something in a new light, or bringing up something you just didn't know about, like ear protection. Who knew? So if you're not already, make sure you follow us on Instagram, taskforce_podcast. And if you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button and click that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the great content that we're bringing you, Task Force podcast style. We love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following us. Thank you for being a part of the task force. We'll see you guys on the next episode.